On your side check that?
No. And I don't intend to. Have you seen me? I'm a whole package. Why would I be a side chick? Why would you go and ask somebody their body count? How is that your business? It is never anybody's business. What we do in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. Look, there are a lot of things that is going on in this country that we need to focus on. I didn't say you have sex or abundance, and you have sex or inside. It is something that's supposed to be inside, right? So, and you can say, yeah, abundance, like, how does that benefit us? No, we do not care. We do not care about what you do. Do you know that if we are living in this world where there are no side chicks, like our real engineer? Yes. Because look, no married man and you're not stressing with fears and to a point you man who are driving a corner side chick or drew how I run a source or the safi fan and now one I feel okay. Do you understand? So marriage side chicks keep marriage afloat and marriage
how did you know about this? So today we have Anne in the studio and we are come to discuss about things that you can resonate with, I can resonate with. Things that ladies do that she finds it not so important. Things that most ladies do on social media that she tries to correct them, as you say so. So, I don't know, before we start, I'll have to introduce, we speak a bit of English, we use a bit of Twi, just so everybody can resonate with it. All right, so Anne, Menkan is saying, should I speak Twi? Ma Chin or Ma Jo or Ma Ha or whatever they call it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so who is Anne? Tell me a bit about yourself.
Right. I am Anne, just like you mentioned, and sometimes I find things very awkward on social media. Hence my reaction to a lot of videos, okay? I would want to say that I would want to just advocate for women because, look, the world do not favor women in any way. So as a girl child or as a young woman growing up, you need to be serious in life. This life is actually not a joke. The world has never been fair to a girl child. The world has never been fair to women. So that is basically what I stand for on social media. Sometimes I react to things that I'm very uncomfortable with, things that I think it must be done right. So that is basically me. There's nothing
So what's your inspiration behind it?
Well, like I rightly said, the world
at the end of share can say you should be doing what you're doing. Because some people don't care about all those things.
It is not about what you don't get, it's about what I am saying, right? And I have had a lot of inbox in my messages, DMs in my messages telling me how impactful the things that I say on social media impacting the young girl's life, okay? And there is this video where I saw a young lady, apparently she's in the university, and or 19 years, okay? And all of a sudden, let me tell you this, all of a sudden there are influx of podcasts. When you walk around, you see people chasing you with microphone, asking you unnecessary questions. And that I cannot fathom.
Why do you find that unnecessary?
Why would you go and ask somebody their body count? How is that your business? It is never anybody's business. What we do in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. Look, there are a lot of things that is going on in this country that we need to focus on. Okay, so it's
also your own opinion that you're saying.
My opinion with regards to what?
Opinion, saying that asking body counts are not necessary. It's your own opinion.
Well, that is what I am preaching. That is what I am saying. Look, we live in a country
and
where...
say a fact. Your opinion doesn't mean it's fact. That's my point.
Well, that is fine. Okay, but we live in a country where young men are constantly chastising little children, little girls, by telling them your body count is too high, I cannot be with you and I cannot stay with you and all of that. But look, these are the same men sleeping with these girls. So I do not find it smart going around asking little children, university girls, about their body count. Like, why? Can we not talk about what is going on in this world? Can we not talk about how the city is appreciating and not affecting the regular lady in the markets? How can we not talk about social issues, but rather it is body count we'd want to talk about? I find it very unnecessary.
So social issues, said there, like what kind of social issues?
So the president would want to remove the chief justice, right? It may sound political, but it is something that's as a discerning human being or as a discerning young girl, you would want to listen and learn. This is a whole female chief justice, right? And because the president is in power, should want to remove her and then bring somebody else.
What you say, young girls no should be channeled to learn educative stuff rather.
Exactly. Rather than being so sexual, it wouldn't yield anything. At the end of the day, you are going to get pregnant by an irresponsible boy. No, I bet it's not social media. Back at you say we are born one into non-born one. Meanwhile, these are the same men are almost pregnating crano. What I say? Into some mema yana man. Then at the end of the day, they come and tell us they don't like born one, they don't like born two. Like, why don't you like born one and born two? What is your point? Who are
Obia ni na dream. Me it is my opinion. Ebia me born one. Obi born one. What is your point? What are you trying to mean?
It is okay for you not want to like born one. Probably you have your personal reasons, okay? But to come and sit on social media and shame somebody that has given birth probably out of wedlock. Look, and there was a lot of circumstances that leads to somebody being a single parent. Some, the husband died. Some, it was probably an unwanted pregnancy. Some, it was rape and all of that, okay? So you can't come on social media and come and say born one ya shawani, born two ya shawani. Like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so what I'm basically saying is that let us be more focused as a girl child, be more focused, read your books and try to avoid these things. Be a responsible person in the society so that we do not have these irresponsible guys coming on social media to chastise women for being born one. Do you understand? Yes, that's
who cares about your opinion?
People do care about my opinion. People do care about my opinion.
Who are you and who cares about your opinion?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's about what I am trying to impact. Okay? Like I rightly mentioned, I have had a lot of girls in my DMs where they say when they watch my videos, they've been able to make some good decisions for themselves.
Oh, Kasama, you are speaking for them. Oh, Kasama, so why would she be against you?
That is how it's supposed to be. You can equally speak for the men, but I'm more concerned about women because we are vulnerable. In so many aspects of this life, we are very vulnerable. That is why I am mostly telling the girl child that, look, MMSM is not something that you should do. Even if you're going to have sex, have protective sex. Because these days, look, women are giving birth to even sickle cell children that they don't even know. There are girls that they don't even know their genotypes. And to think that you are going to bring forth an innocent child that at the end of the day, Obabe Sofano, what is the point? So I am telling women to take their health seriously, to take their sexual life seriously, to take their education seriously. They shouldn't come and sit on social media to preach about their sexual life. If you have dated 10 guys, it should be in your room.
But make a point, be say you earlier made a point that there are not so many advocacies for women. But most of the time, there's Dosu, there's Waju. Everything in this world is done to favor the female gender. We have World Women's Day, World Race Day. That's why it be a feminism cry, but just to speak for women, to try and create equality. So what's your point?
Listen, feminism is not only about women. Proper feminism is about the whole gender, both genders, advocating for equal rights for both genders. Okay, most of the times, these feminists, like you people mentioned, are more concerned about women because they know we are vulnerable. Okay, have you ever had a case where Bema Anyam wako also ambada?
Say no, we are men. We are not supposed.
Exactly. So we are vulnerable. Okay. The fact that you are going to get pregnant.
Menka say munya vulnerable. You made a point that there are a lot of like societies, or let's say equal, that the women are vulnerable, so there are not a lot of things protecting women. And I'm saying that I've given you the dosu, the waju. There are a lot of things that protect women. Most of the things are done to favor the female gender in this day and state. So what's your point when you say women are vulnerable, women don't have people speaking for them? Because Uko baby, most of the times there's always even this thing that when we were in primary school, Rebecca said, "Oh, the lady, ladies first." Women are treated very well day and day and day and day. So what point in the saying?
What do you mean by women are treated fairly?
Exactly, women are treated fairly. There's so many Dovsu, Waju. There are a lot of things done to favor the female gender. We have Dovsu, Waju. Oko courts cry, all the Obako courts cry.
Let me tell you.
They try and argue on the part of the woman more than you.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, that's why I said we are vulnerable. Okay, it doesn't mean that the law favors us or the institution favors us. Look, I'll tell you a story. I had a friend, right, who had a child, and the gentleman that gave birth wanted to steal the child, and they call Dofsu. Do you know what they told her?
Almost then.
Uncle share Bema Kentin can Uncle Jackrano and boy in himself.
But who expected them? So them telling them that doesn't mean that they don't like women.
So these institutions are not working.
But it doesn't mean they don't like women.
They are not working. The fact that it is.
What's your point in they are not working?
How are they working?
No. The fact that you come to me and I just give you something that and call favor, it doesn't mean that they're not working.
The systems here in Ghana are not working.
Your point is that you are expecting that if they take something like that, they should speak for the woman. That's your point, right?
It is not about speaking for the woman. Right? The child is in my custody, and you think it is right for you to come and steal the child? No. What
are you expecting that?
What I'm expecting is that Dovsu would call the gentleman, right, and then put him in place. If it is about child support or if it's about you coming to cater for the child, and I say, there are measures in place.
But who are you to tell them what to do? That
is why I'm telling you these institutions are not working.
They are not working because they are not speaking for you. It is
not about not speaking for me. You are saying it is established because it's supposed to favor women, and these things are not working.
You won't say my points now.
What is the point?
You are saying it's not working because that's your point, right? You are expecting that.
If an institution has been established for me, if
the verdict was in your favor, you say they are working,
it is not about being in my favor. It is about the reply that they gave. Why? I don't know. And you are trying to tell me that does it make sense? Does it make sense? It doesn't.
To you, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Does it make sense to you?
Of course, it makes sense.
How does it make sense?
Because no.
Let me give you an analogy. Right? And then you go to the police station, and then the policeman tells you, "Look, go and gather the area boys. Are you going to be happy? Will you be happy?"
This is your opinion. Why are you attributing this? The way has nothing to do with comfort. You have come to my shop. You are asking for my help. I'm telling you what I know that's good for you. The fact that you are feeling like I'm not playing on your part. If the verdict was on your part, Obeka say, they are doing well, right? That's your point, right? You're still not getting me.
It is not about verdicts being on my part, too. Like, you are rightly saying that all these institutions are there to protect women. But I am telling you on authority that these institutions are not working. And yeah, Juma.
They are not working, but wait. This is the instance that, my example, most women, like, so they behave like they are okay with it. So many women and so many feminists.
What do you mean,
my instance.
Okay.
Many feminists and many men, as in, even men even speak for women, right? So many people are there. I don't mean person, body. They've put their heart down that omo kasama ma. So, points. Say, what is your point that you are saying that the systems don't work in your favor? Should everything work in your favor or what?
So, what is the point of making that institution? What's the point of building that institution? What is the point?
Dofsu doesn't mean that it should be against men. They are not chauvinistic. And you expect to say, they assemble, and then you, the lady, are wrong.
It's the scenario that I created. Do you think the lady was wrong?
It's your mentality.
No, it is not my mentality. Me, the issue about It is up to you to provide solution. But you don't tell me that I should walk out of that office and go and look for a bole man to come and solve that issue. What is the point? It tells you that society doesn't favor women.
Okay, so what's your opinion on people discussing sex on podcasts?
Why would you discuss sex on podcasts? Don't get me wrong. There is a sex education, right? But going around, my issue is going around asking people of their body count. Coming, like for instance,
body count.
No, nobody dares to do that. I mean, if you see me walking in town, maybe I know what you say, but maybe some sasem. But I mean, the things that I'll be able to tell you, you'll be very ashamed of yourself. What I say?
But marriage counseling and those things, some of them are televised on TV. You see this traditional stations.
That is what I'm saying, that a sex education is okay. What is not okay is the things that you do in the bedroom being discussed on the podcast.
Can say it's also sex education.
With regards to
camera about him say, I'm trying to also educate you. So what's your point here?
My point is, right, as a woman, right, society are not fair to women. The things that you say on the internet will last forever. So I would want women to be very circumspect in the kind of things they say on the internet.
But if video now or reactive to video, the person can also say that I'm educating for. So what is your point?
The video that I reacted to, coming to say, am I allowed to say those words? Come to say, Beema dear, Diabema, Beema, Huabani say, Obey those things. Like, what does it make? Like, how does it affect us? These things, does it affect the recession that is going on in this country? Does it affect the
be detailed. Me name their own canon. Be detailed. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that, you want to me if I come and see Obienim and Mecca, Eche, Kotie, and all of those things. They are not necessary.
But TV, so they do it on TV.
That is why I am here. That is why I'm saying these things are not necessary.
I'm saying they do it on TV to educate people.
It is not necessary. Say Obekako BA TV. Now when who say you see, these are the same things that in share influencing on thinking that when you go around having sex with men, it is okay. It is not okay. It is not. Let us not deceive ourselves. Okay, as a developing country, we have a long way to go. It is not about sitting on television and discussing sex and all of those things. Like, how does it affect the research that is going on in this country? Say, I say dollar, so I appreciate it, right? It is not affecting the goods in the market. It does not affect the price of goods in the market. Do you understand? So my point is that women are vulnerable. And do you know the funny thing? It is always about women. They be a man interview. That is my problem. Because at the long run, they are going to use these things against you.
So I want to know about your relationships.
Well, I have never been a relationship person. Because I feel men are awkward.
You've not been in a relationship before.
I have, right? But I am not a relationship person. I have dated at least, I think, 2 men ever since I was born. Yeah.
Sir?
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Yes.
2 men.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, tell us about it.
Okay, so one, I think I was in high school, and I found out that he cheated with about 5 girls.
But high school or not there? Say no, then go baby.
Well, I was high school aware. So he had a girlfriend in Wesley Girls. He had a girlfriend at
then times.
You know,
Central Region Schools.
Yes, you understand. So
now that's right.
No.
Okay.
So that's heartbreak, you know. Look, I didn't eat for 3 days. I was unable to sleep.
But what SHS? Now, what are you using love for doing it?
Sir, I didn't know. I thought, I've met this guy. He's all handsome, a disco guy. He's all handsome and all of that. So,
hey,
oh, yes.
A disco guy.
Yeah. So I thought, let me just try these things. Bro, I was heartbroken. I didn't eat for 3 days. I didn't go to church.
SHS.
SHS.
Dining or your
it was after SHS. So we transitioned from completing to those things. So I later so do you know what I did? I actually cursed him out on social media. As at that, oh yes, I posted this picture, wrote like, oh yes, and I tell you what, that thing changed my mentality about relationship. I realized that men are awkward, men are bad, they are evil. They would want to rip you off your joy.
Moving on to your next relationship, no? Would you say that all the pain also come?
Oh yes. That's heartbreak, not me. You know, I'm a very emotional person. It takes
emotional down there.
Well, mine is too extreme. It takes a village to bring back my mental health if I lose it. Okay, internal that affected me. It changed my whole narrative about relationship. Okay, internal. I am not so of a relationship person. That's why I'm telling you.
Broken hearts,
oh, I mean, can't say a broken heart, but it contributed to that. Okay, it really contributed to that.
And then broken. So you've not been broken-hearted before.
I have, like I already mentioned.
Both of them. It was broken heart. It was a broken heart that caused all that.
It was. It was. That's what I'm saying. It changed my whole narrative about relationship. Like.
So why are you bothered that Obi can't sex once? Because we all have sex, and don't you have sex?
But I don't say them on TV. I don't say them on social media. Some of us are really bad when it comes to bedmatics. But you wouldn't find me saying that on my family phone. I'm recording. Hey, I wouldn't do that. I won't.
Obi can't say, what's the problem? What's the fuss about it?
It's I didn't know you have sex or abundance and you have sex or inside. It is something that's supposed to be inside. Right? So and you can say, yeah, bad one, like, how does that benefit us? No, we do not care. We do not care about what you do. You equally do not care about what I do in my bedroom. Yeah.
But do you think sexual education is good?
It is good. It is. It is good. I mean, sometimes if you do not, because look, some married women are suffering in marriages because they didn't have that sexual education. They didn't have. That is why most married people have side chicks. Or be worry about marry now I to go and date side chicks because these girls are wild. But
girls wild. Side chicks no.
Oh yes. You're wild.
Have you been a side chick before?
Oh, never. And they keep marriage afloat. Marriage ejina. Do you know that if we are living in this world where there are no side chicks, like our engineer? Yes. Because look, no married man and you're not stressing with fears and so upon with you man who are driving a corner side chick or drew how I run a source or the safi fan and now one I feel okay. Do you understand? So marriage, side chicks keep marriage afloat. And marriage.
How did you know about this?
Oh, but we read. We have friends.
You have why you be that?
Oh no.
But reading alone can't. You see, sometimes
I have friends.
Debbie. Reading alone cannot give you all this experience. Most of the time, some of the experience you say, wow, no.
Oh like, no, I have never.
So no. Only be that.
No.
Only a side check that.
No. And I don't intend to. Have you seen me? I'm a whole package. Why would I be a side chick? I would never do that.
So you were dating at 19 years. Relationships then and now. What's the difference?
I mean, there's a big difference. As at that time, we used to write letters. We sent emails and all of those things. We didn't really know. We didn't really have that idea where we are going to have sex and get pregnant and all of that. Okay, and now. There are 14-year-old, 15-year-old getting pregnant, going to antenna. Well, because see, these girls are out there having sex with just anybody. And my problem is just anybody. The fact that unya bibikito bi mana na one nanyem and they don't even know the to me recognize I watched a program where a 17-year-old or antenna on him looking for the man who impregnated her. But those days, it was not like that.
So when you were 18, were you doing that?
I didn't have sex up until 24. That is why when I see young women...
So 24 was when you broke your virginity?
Yes, that was when I broke my virginity.
24?
24 years.
24 years.
I'm telling you. 24 years, okay? Into no semi crank I'm like, what are you doing? Are you not in school? Are you not reading? Like, what are your parents doing? What's I
But
say?
you wish it was earlier or later?
Sorry?
You wish it was earlier or later?
It was okay. 24 was okay. Okay, it was okay. And in as much as it affected my sexual life, I think it was okay. It was okay.
So since then, you've just had 2 body counts?
Yes, I have 2 body counts, just 2.
But you're here answering body count to me. I thought you said body count is not something that you feel safe.
It is because I would want you to know. Okay? But I wouldn't walk around, listen, I wouldn't walk around telling people my body count.
I know one now I can say, and ladies are asking our body count, and it's not good and all that. Journalists, but you're comfortable with saying your body count.
Right. And how will you know even if I have had
so
sex
your
with
whole life
hold
is
on.
just 2 people?
Exactly. And
Wow.
that is what I want women to do.
You are lying. You are
about
lying.
Of course. Because
so
why
you
should
want
I
women to lie about these things?
Do we have any machine to detect the number of guys I've slept with? No.
So you expect them to lie? They
Lie.
shouldn't be
Why would you
about
tell
these
somebody your body count?
things.
Lie.
So you're lying to me now?
That is what I'm saying. I have had 2 body counts.
Your whole life?
My whole life.
Your whole life?
Yes.
Make sure, I'm sure you'll be above 30. So your whole life, you have just had sex with 2 people?
2 people. Just 2.
So what was your experience with that? Like, advising someone younger than you, what was your experience? Be advising your younger self.
Right. My younger self, I want to believe I didn't make any mistakes with regards to my sexual life. Like I said, 24 breaking my virginity was super cool, right? Even though I had wished I didn't break it until I find my husband, right? But sometimes you can't control certain things, okay? Especially if you like somebody.
So let's bring the conversation here, right? Say there's this notion that you're into business. Every lady who has her own business and doing her own thing, me join say obi na support, What do you think about it?
And what is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Obi.
But why is that most of you more accepting?
More accepting, saying.
As a sugar daddy business support.
And you'll be a person in the business about abonting, right? So even if I am doing my business and it is funded by somebody, how is that somebody's business?
Most of the times, when you come to me, right, then you are leaving and I ask you, how much are you going to give? Once you just mention how much, it devalues you to me.
Let me tell you, everything on this planet Earth is transactional. Do you understand?
But do you agree with me that most women cannot do anything on their own?
I disagree. Why can't women do things on their own?
Oh, it's true. Most women, most of you, them are on your TV, you'll be in a tomao. You're afraid someone buys it for you. Most things in your room, it's not somebody
you see, that is why, as a woman, right, you need to be able to add value to yourself so that we don't come on this podcast to be discussing these things that you are telling me. There are women that are thriving on their own. So no one supports you? Support me based on what? If you think I'm doing something profitable,
nobody supports you. Obiasi can
even if Obiasi can,
there's no problem with it.
There's no problem with it. Probably you think there may when I have a vision and you support me with money.
But there are some ladies who say that me are hard working. What do you think about this? I don't want to mention it. Those influencers, I'm hardworking. So hardworking for. What do you think about them?
See, everybody has a brand that they are building. The fact that somebody is behind whatever they do doesn't mean they should come out and come and tell people. Okay, if obi are building a home, no oka say hard work. It is hard work because look, to even have sex with somebody and take money, it is work.
It's work.
How is it not work?
So a shower is work.
How do you think they make money out of it? That is what I'm saying, that everything these days is transactional.
So are you encouraging a shower?
I am not encouraging that. No, I am not. I am not encouraging a shower. See, what I want to tell people is that, especially women, do whatever it takes to escape poverty, whether legal or illegal.
Sir?
I'm telling you. If your moral serves you right, you should do it. Have you seen a poor woman before? Do you know how society treats poor women?
So what you do everything to survive?
once my moral serves me right. If
Because what you're saying, it means that you do everything or what you're saying.
If my moral serves me right, if I think say me ni be ma be kwa koda na my year na my morals okay, I will do it.
Are
you going to build business for them? Will you?
But but said
Ejuma be. Where be ejuma am
I don't want to open a job for somebody.
Obedience obeto nsuo. That is what she would want to do. Obedience obebo obeye hook up. Listen, if you are a young woman watching me, the world does not favor women. The world does not favor poor women. You are going to do anything.
I know you
may want to disagree.
Men are soft towards women. When you need help, you can get help today. Let me give you an example. Right? Let's say right now you need 10,000 and I need 10,000. You can go in your DM and ask so many guys. Averagely, like 5 of them, because they are testing, you best send you scan. Just say gay and son of nobody's gonna give you that free money unless you have to work for it. You understand? So if you're a lady, you get help so many times. What you just call your friend, male friend, and kind of, me who actually me best send news is here.
I didn't know best send news.
Best send because he in the end he feels like if he keeps helping you, he can get you and do something with you.
No. Okay, if the young fan is so boy, at the end of the day, he's going to get something. That is why I said everything is transactional. Just that you have to place value on whatever you are doing. Do you understand?
So there's nothing wrong with it.
There is nothing wrong with it. If your moral serves you right, do anything as a young woman to escape poverty. Do you understand? Yes.
Let's say I am your let's say I'm a lady and you are the man. My wife catch her say me or male bestie. What do you think about it?
There is nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with male bestie. There's nothing wrong. Why do you say that?
It's about time we stop this outmoded mentality. There are genuine platonic relationships out there. I'm telling you, the fact that me male bestie doesn't mean you are going to sleep with me. Me, if you come, I am just there like this. Me name is boys, kasa, chuchabi, kasa. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that they have to sleep with me. Me male bestie can hold your makono. No.
Babema no nya obedu.
Obedi mo kwa benso.
Onya obedu.
For what?
I'm a guy. That's what I'm telling you.
It's not about you being a guy. I'm also a lady. Listen,
every guy around you.
I am also a lady, and I'm telling you that there are beautiful platonic relationships out there. A man and a woman can have a beautiful relationship without having any sexual activity.
Best he has never told you that up elder.
Not at all. I don't know about me. Who crying in my corner in the first place? All my male besties, I'm in my corner. I don't find any sexual attraction in them. Do you understand? So please, let us stop those outmoded mentality. A man and a woman can have a beautiful relationship without having sexual sex. Exactly. Without having any sexual
thought. Has never touched you before.
Touch me? Why?
You touch you over
Won't touch me? Do you understand? You can't touch me. It's the kind of connection that you create. Okay, if me male bestie kasa, we are talking about, and do you know the funny thing? If as a woman, you are in a relationship and you really want to know, men, how men operate, it is coming from another man. These are the things that you should be using your male besties for, not for sexual advances and sexual intercourse. Do you understand? If you want to really understand relationship, you really want to understand a man, it is a man that is coming to tell you, it's not a woman. So there are beautiful platonic relationships out there. Let us not generalize ABA or girl on any male bestie. It doesn't mean that all male besties are bad. They are not.
So you seem to have an experience on single mothers. Are you one?
I am not a single mother.
So why are you bothered about them?
I am bothered about them because our society are not being nice to them. Okay, why would two of us have sex?
But I should start a match and then watch me one know that we are playing a football match. Then does this make sense to you? You are playing a football match and you are accepted that your opponent has already scored you 1-0. Who's that want to mean Kasa? Because
I'm just trying to understand the logic why you're asking that.
it's true, because I can't start a match when somebody has already scored 1-0.
So my rant on social media is that social media is that, look, it is okay if you don't want to date a single mother, but do not come on social media and come and say they are bad, they are evil, or me are shawoni and I'll find question. No. And before I told you a lot of reasons why women stay single or can be single mothers. Me, for instance, if I had the money that I would want to have, and I don't want the money in my life, I would just go in for how do you call it, a sperm donor. I'll just give birth.
Hey, what can say more?
Now it's not me, babe, because see, men are bad. They will cheat on you. Or remember why you're the
Are you
unthinkable.
pained? Because it's like now when the conversation gets, it's like you are pained.
I am not pained.
Obia waka say girls don't call to vibrator near they should open water on themselves.
That is why I'm telling you that. See, if you're a woman, and you have your money, men do not bring anything to the table. They can't offer you anything. If you are a woman and you have your money, if it is about sex, I have shown you where you can get your orgasm. What else? Have you seen the girls these days? They are getting the money. What are the guys? What are the use?
But why that mentality? Because Bemanya Sky, he feels he needs a woman. Obanya Sky, she feels she's independent.
It is not about she being independent. So it's about the peace of mind. See, as a bar, have you worked and at the end of the month your money is in your pocket and you're going to buy something good for yourself? Do you know how it feels? See, stressful just to give you peanuts, and at the end of the day, you are getting pregnant, you are going to deliver and you die, you are getting postpartum depression.
What do you
and
mean
all.
by peanuts? Obi ma 100 or 20 cedis. What do you mean peanuts?
What is 200 cedis?
Why are you not appreciative? 200 cedis is
It is not about being unappreciative and ambitious. What is 200 cedis? That is why I'm telling women to work hard so that Obi for 200 cedis. What is 200 cedis? What is 200 cedis? It can't do anything. So look. And at the end of the day, you leave them, and then you come and call them out on social media that they are born one, they are born two, and so what? Nobody gives a flying finger about what people say about born one and born two. What I want them to do is that they should add more value to themselves. They should focus on themselves. See, these born one and born two women out there, they are always vulnerable, and these men use their children to get them. That is why will be no I born 2, no I born 3. It is because they would want somebody, a father figure in their life. But look, if you focus on your child and focus on your business, you wouldn't need a man. You wouldn't.
So into what the say they should use the what you are saying vibrator anyway. Yeah. So wrapping up, just give your final remarks.
So what I'm telling the women out there is that look. You would have to add value to your life. Do not give out free punani because look, you have no extent that men can go to just get your pussy. Add value to yourself. If you are in a relationship and a man cheats, leave, because men are very brutal. They are very selfish. They are very transactional. They are self-centered. If you are in a relationship and a man cheats, do not forgive a cheating partner. Because men do not forgive a cheating girlfriend. Add value to yourself. If you're a single mother out there, add value to yourself. Protect yourself. Use that child to build yourself. Do not go in for anybody. And ladies, the young ones watching me, do not sleep with just anybody. Don't. Because these men out
with
there...
a person with money, yeah?
If you're going to sleep with anybody that is going to fund your lifestyle, that is going to make you rich, you would want to do it, because this world, everything is transactional. Do not do anything for free as a woman, because look, men can go far and beyond to do anything for you if they want to have your punani. Pussy is not for free.